Hi, today is a pretty exciting day. I picked up from the Tacoma location of Edensaw Woods. They've also got a Port Townsend location up north of here. Port Townsend, by the way, not to digress already, but Port Townsend is just a lovely little maritime town of historical significance, located about an hour and a half northwest of Tacoma. Absolutely lovely town. They've got, so I've been told, the largest wooden boat show in the United States, if not the world. Anyway, the guys up there at Edensaw mentioned to me that sort of Port Townsend and the surrounding areas are considered sort of the mecca of the woodworking industry here in Washington State. This is not the first vendor that I've worked with. I worked with another outfit that I won't name that did these initial prototypes for me, and I was very disappointed with the results there. I mean, you can see here that I got a little piece here with a void, and that fabricator, I guess, thought that was going to be okay. So, and the maple wood, the solid maple wood, was one to try. Solid maple, it's kind of my preference, although we're leaning now towards the ply just because of cost concerns, although that is not yet a foregone conclusion. We'll see. But the glue up that you can tell here, just if you see the way I'm pressing this, these are, after I guess about a month, have just started warping on me, which is to say that the wood was not properly dry. The maple stock that he used was not properly dried. You can see here the gaps, which is just another very clear indication that we're getting warpage. And on top of that, the glue ups were just real crap. I mean, you hear that? This has not been sanded properly, and it wasn't pressed in enough. So this was a disappointing first go at a vendor. These guys at Edensaw are much more serious. They've got a fantastic wood shop up there, as well as a showroom with some really interesting woods from all over the world. Their San Francisco location is mostly, they do a ton of plywood. That's, I think, their core business. But the fabrication actually goes down in Port Townsend. So we're going to be opening up this box, which are the prototype samples of the 3 parts, actually the 6 parts that I need to fabricate the 3 products: the board hoard, SpiceVice, and the cookbook nook. And all of them are made out of Baltic birch. So we shall see. Excuse me. This is the SpiceVice product. Wow. That does not look bad at all. Got the round over, and the holes look dead on. This is again the holes for the mechanical connection. Yeah, so far this is looking pretty sweet. Yeah, that's looking pretty good. Okay, let's check the board. Well, same. I don't know if you can see that the holes are really nicely centered. Yeah, this is looking quite nice. The edges could be a little bit better sanded, and I'm not sure we're getting the full round over, but that should suffice. So these are the two parts of the board, part 1 and 2 with the aluminum rods that connect the parts. And then finally, cookbook nook. Yeah, these are also pretty nice. These are also quite nice. So the cookbook nook sits like this with the rod, slight angle so the book slides in. These edges need a little work though. This is a little rough. Let the sand goes. Okay, all in all, a much better start than the previous attempt at some prototype parts. So pretty happy so far. What we're going to do next is get them finished. For that, we're going to work with Osmo. This is a finish out of Germany. It's a natural oil wax based finish, which is really quite lovely, and also non-toxic, which is really nice. What we're going to do is try out these two stains. One is tobacco and the other one is cognac, because this Baltic birch right out of the box is a little bit too much on the clear side, and I'm thinking giving too much of an IKEA vibe. So we shall see. I don't know if you can see in here, this is an interesting detail. There are little holes that have been drilled inside this hole, and that they don't go all the way through, but that is to prevent hydraulic pushback. When you put these rods in, let me grab a rod. They're pretty tight, and so the air might have a hard time coming out. So if there's a little space there where the air can kind of go to, it will save ourselves on some of that compression. And the other thing that will do is also hopefully be a little spot where any excess glue, because we do plan to add a little bit of epoxy in here to really make sure the whole thing comes together real tight. Plan to put in a little bit of epoxy, and so that will be a space for any excess epoxy. All right, so I've got some work cut out. Cool.